So guys, thank you so much for accepting my invitations.
That's okay.
Of course, I have to speak about few words about the last release, and I have to speak about legacy, gravity, catharsis. Maybe something is missing on E, on Y.
No, yeah, we worked it that way. Yeah. Sanctuary, legacy,
gravity,
and then we went catharsis. Don't we? Mainly because of the artwork.
Yeah. It's well, I have one question regarding catharsis. Maybe we can start with this one.
Okay.
So, of course, one word regarding this fantastic cover of Catharsis. One word about the works of Rainer Kalwitz, with designing this fantastic cover. It's a great idea because I think with this fantastic cover and the songs that we have on it, it's matched totally.
Yeah, I contacted Rainer because the previous albums were done by Rodney Matthews. The previous two.
Yes.
And Rainer did the Sanctuary album. So the Sanctuary album, the skull with that was Rainer. And we were talking with Rodney. He was busy, and we thought, well, let's try something different because we thought we needed something different. And I spoke to Rainer, and he had some great ideas and had started this artwork, and I was like, wow, we like that. And so I think he was happy for us to use it. I think he was going to use it for something else, but we convinced him. We stole it.
I said no, we did.
No, he was very happy because he's a good friend of ours. So yeah, no, it's very cool. So it was easy.
Yeah.
And Rainer finished it off, and we got the 5 little figures at the bottom on fire.
That's us.
That's us.
I know.
John's the one lying down.
On this Catharsis, one of my favorite songs. It's one of your maybe first single, if I remember. "Cry for the Nation."
See? Yeah.
That's one of the fantastic big songs of Praying Mantis.
Good.
And we have a lot of big songs in Praying Mantis, but this one in particular touched me when I listened this first, and I said, "Wow, Praying Mantis is come back at the beginning."
Yeah.
It's
very much. I mean, you say it's almost cyclical because it's very much along the lines of Children of the Earth. I wrote the lyrics of Children of the Earth 45 years ago. Unbelievable. And that was the destruction of the planet. And I thought, here we are.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
And it was just a regurgitation of that same sort of theme. Obviously to different music, more modern music, and I think it came together well. All of us really, put input to it, and it's a melodic song. It's got quite a few hits on YouTube, isn't it?
And we're playing it today. So.
Yeah, we will play.
Especially for you.
Yeah, we weren't going to, but now you've said that.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. No, it's a real one because each time now, since many years, with Legacy, Gravity, Keep It Alive, Catharsis, you come back each day, each year, after each year with a new album, new records, live to introduce your new fantastic singer. And now you come back with Catharsis, so we're working very hard. Each time, so 10 years.
I'd like to say we have worked very
but it's so crazy to see each time a new one, a big one, and new one. We discover some different things, different approach.
Absolutely.
So maybe 41 years after tells no lies.
Yeah.
You have the same energy, your same overview of the music.
We're obviously older.
Yeah, little bit.
So whether we have the same amount of energy, but I think we do. To be honest, I think we do have pride in what we produce. So we wouldn't be happy if we said, well, not the songs aren't up to the mark, so we wouldn't issue just for the sake of it. So I think we do provide the input, sufficient input to make certain it grows a little bit and is a bit different from last time. And the good thing is because there's so many writers now. Andy does a lot of the writing, John as well. So it changes. You don't just get this one theme, and it can get boring. If you just listen to the album.
Or children, death.
That's Chris. Yeah, exactly.
Chris's songs are always about death and destruction. Mine are about shagging.
My wife said to me, Chris, have you ever written about love? I said, fuck off, no. Sorry.
You're recording.
Beep. But no, I can't. It's just not in my DNA.
Yeah. But just like Chris wrote Anonymous Moria, in 2014, 15 back then.
Yeah.
For when we came together, and it wasn't. At that time, it wasn't really.
It was for the Legacy album. It didn't make it on the Legacy album.
No, it wasn't quite right, so we
rearranged
it. Yeah.
But of course, we were all separate, and normally we would go to. Sanctuary we did in Atlanta. We did Legacy and Gravity in Belgium, at the studios in Belgium.
And the Caravan?
Well, all over the place. But this one, we were all separate and we couldn't travel to meet. So it was very difficult because myself and Tino produced Legacy, Gravity and this last one. And we're on the phone, on Skype with the producer, and it was very difficult to... I mean, fortunately, he knew exactly what we wanted. So it was easy in that sense, but it was difficult for us because I want to be in the studio behind the desk, and it was... But it worked and it all came together. There was a few points where like this isn't going to happen, especially recording the drums, none of us there. So everything had to be recorded separately.
It's all it was cloud based, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, we obviously wrote the songs together, but we weren't allowed to see each other, but it was very difficult. So probably the songs are more, Chris would write and send me files, Tino would write and we'd send stuff and then we'd work on it, and then normally we'd then all get together and play them through and record, but this time we had to do it.
A lot of bands had the same issue during the COVID period, in fact, because we have to produce, to make music, but it's not possible to keep everybody in the same room, so sometimes it's so difficult. Do you think the COVID periods are more focused now on this release, because we pass more time to finish something or to adjust something? We have more time for this. Do you think it's a not good period, because without two years of touring and something like that, it's a little bit difficult? But do you think it's this period? It's more. You have more time to finish something or
I don't know. Actually, personally, I like the physical.
Of us being together.
Be together, look at each other, and like get the best out of the other one.
Yeah, normally John would be singing and myself and Tino would be going, try this, and he would go, no!
Fuck you.
But now, so John would record the vocal to a guide, and then we would get it and go, and then we...
fuck you.
And then we'd send it back in to do it again.
That's a crazy thing, because of course there is this period very difficult for a lot of people, for the band, for the person who came to see you on stage and so on. Buy some CD was so difficult, and now we come back with the normal life or real life, I would like to say. So since 41 years after, do you keep the same energy?
I think more so, I think. Well, I mean, I have been in 40 years, but yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think now you have more. I mean, particularly with the lineup we got now, I think it's nice to have the confidence of, the members of the band, their ability and everything, and because of that, I think you get more energy. You just feed off that. There's no doubt, in those days, in the early days, it was all new. We were still very, wet behind the ears. We learned that learning process. You had that youth energy. I think we've got more mental energy now. Not now. But
well, we just toured Portugal and Spain last week. Clubs, everybody's like this. We're soaking away playing. It works.
It's good though. Portugal and 4 days in Spain.
I see a lot of pictures. I see a lot of smiling on your face during this different days. So for you, I think it's like a new beginning now, because we have a lot of people. You see,
there was a lot of young people.
The trouble is we play in the UK and they're all very old. So that's why we don't want to play in the UK.
So true.
That's why.
But we have a lot of new territories now as well. So Spain, especially, we've worked on Spain, Italy, Germany is our biggest. Germany is our biggest market now. Where when I first joined the band, you'd only ever played in Germany once.
No, it's true.
And now we're always in Germany. And then we went to Czech Republic and Poland, and so it's opened up a whole new Europe.
Yeah. And do you think now Mantis is turning like cult bands, like some other band on the new wave of British heavy metals?
Cult.
Maybe.
Cult band, did you say?
Cult, yeah.
Yeah.
Huge bands now. Because you have a lot of requests. I see a lot of concerts, so I know that you have a lot of requests. So
yeah, it's because obviously it's something like this where we are today. Is it where are they now type element, isn't it? In many ways, I think for part of the time, a lot of people did think where Praying Mantis has gone, but recently we've really come back in the last sort of 10 years or so. I think we've really sort of come to the forth, and it has grown. It's grown, as Andy was saying, it's grown in so many territories. There's no doubt we do have a cult following, but I think recently it just seems to have broken up quite a few markets, and it's lovely to see you young people coming into our music. So.
Excuse me, the photographer is here.
Hey.
Hello. This is my wife.
The photographer is here.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is my wife who take a picture because we have to work together. So I think another question is more maybe not for John, but maybe for John. This is a borderline question. So with John, who's come back on the band since many years right now.
Yes.
Do you think John, with singing, with a lot of songs that you created, opened some new territory?
Yeah, definitely.
Without doubt.
Yeah.
And
also,
we don't want to say too much, otherwise.
John, give me the money just
I'm private.
But it's also just the fact that John and Hans live in Europe means that touring in Europe is so much easier, and you have lots of promoters that knew John, that got us into things that maybe we wouldn't have got into. The problem is the UK rock scene is just appalling. Where in France it's okay, but Germany, and it's vibrant, you have Keep It True, you have Bang Ahead. In the UK it's like, what's it called, and it's going on now, Download. And that's it, really. And the venues are a struggle where, now like tourist Spain.
What you said is very strange because you have a big one normally in UK. So normally this is your country, I would like to say. But in fact, it's better to see you in Germany, in Sweden, in France, or something like that.
We'd rather play
in Belgium or Netherlands.
People say to us, you're never playing in the UK again, but as long as we can play in Europe and the rest of the world.
Maybe don't put that in the
No.
But the truth is, it's definitely, and John being, based in Europe has helped a lot logistically as well.
Yeah, it's better.
But I mean, the band now, the lineup is 10 years, isn't it? This lineup is 10 years, so, and there's no doubt, from our history, we have had quite a few members, and to have that stability, it gives that.
What a singer every
I know it literally was, but now there's three albums on the track.
With Keep It Live. Keep It Alive.
Number 4.
What a song.
Well, if you take that as well, that's 4 albums.
If one song is maybe Resume, Resume the new singer, it's Keep It Alive.
So, and this, I mean, credit.
I'm going to play that tonight for you.
Yeah.
2 songs for me.
It wasn't in the set list, but we'll do that. No problem.
I'm so happy. So maybe I can just write the set list if you want now. That's what's so funny. Maybe I'm not sure that all the songs that I like it's on the set list today.
We will see.
But you're right. I think it does add another dimension, and it's a shame it didn't start earlier. Really, I think it had even 20 years ago. I think we'd be probably that further up the.
But I think there is a resurgence, especially with the new wave of British heavy metal in Europe. With all the Keep It Trues, and we did Keep It True Rising in October last year, and that was big.
Huge, huge. I was Keep
It True Rising, So there's the Keep It, the new one's coming, isn't it? But
the new one, it's when you see a lot of bands like this, wow! It's only on Germany that we see this 2 days or 3 days with all of fun. A lot of people who like just the passion around the music. It's clearly what is missing today, I think, the passion around the music. And to see a lot of people smiling and the band smiling. And I have one question regarding this, because I have a chance to see you many times. and I'm like a kid with you this afternoon because it's like a lot of times. And each time when I see you on stage, I see each time a lot of Tino have a lot of smiles. You have a lot of smiles each time, and you're like so easy when you play everything with a large smile. So it is clearly the Praying Mantis smiles when you are on stage and when you see a lot of people, young people, old people like me.
Yeah, well, old people like us.
With a lot of great ideas.
We're smiling because we're still alive. I mean, it's easy, you know, because now we know what we're doing, you know, and so we can enjoy it, and you can look out at the crowd and smile. You know, there's no reason to be stern.
No, exactly, and I think the audience feeds off that. You know, if they see people having a good time on stage, I think they do. You know, they just feed off that good reaction. Really, it's.
I think I have two more questions before we're ending because I think we have time. Okay. One question is regarding the roller coaster of the life of Praying Mantis is 41 years. Clearly, one question about this. Do you think Praying Mantis have so many lives during these 41 years and you are still alive? After many years, many releases, many singers, many different musicians on Praying Mantis, it's like a roller coaster. But clearly, on 2022, we are live.
It's like a soap opera.
I mean, to be honest, we've got to thank the fans for that because, you know, they've given us, they've probably endured what we've had to. I mean, no one wants to change members. You know, if you could have the same lineup that we had, if it was right, you know, 41 years ago, it would have kept like that because you build on that. You get those relationships and friendships build. Like all bands, you get rocky parts of the road, and it's the integrity of the band and how they you know, weather that storm or what comes out on the other side. Unfortunately, we didn't weather the storm too well during those days, and that's why we had so many members.
It was Japan was the main.
Japan
thing.
was great.
The main thing that kept the band going through all those
Without
changes.
doubt.
And you have a fantastic album live in Japan.
Yeah.
So as Andy said, that in a way, you know, thank you to them because they did, you know, they kept us going through some of those rough patches. But after that, you know, we've you know got grasped it again, and it just seems to have, you know, the last 10, 12 years, it's really sort of raised to the bar again. So touch wood.
Yeah. Maybe one question for the one fantastic singer who sing 3 songs for me tonight.
Okay.
Three already. What's the third?
John, when we joined the band, when you see and which time we have Gary Barden, we sing for Praying Mantis a long time ago. Do you think it's so in praise for you to sing in Praying Mantis just after this one of the most?
Who was the other singer?
Gary Barden.
Gary Barlow.
Gary Barlow. Gary Barlow.
Barry Garden.
Gary Barden.
Gary Barlow.
I only know Michael Schenker.
Oh,
He's right.
I'm joking. Well, we met in 2013 at the festival, and they fell in love with us.
Yeah, I mean it's. But I think the question was really, you know,
How do you feel about stepping into Gary Barlows' shoes?
Yeah.
John can still sing.
I just wanted to say something.
I think he wants to say something a bit calm.
don't sing any Michael Schenker song tonight. Huh?
But no, he's filled that role admirably, without doubt.
It was a privilege.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. So just one word before we ending. Do you have some message for the French listener?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we love playing in France.
Vive la France.
Paris to Cergy to Marseille.
I remember South Festival.
Yeah.
South
Troopers.
Yeah. I'm so in too.
Oh, we haven't been
We
back.
played that place in Brest. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the one right out. Wow, in Normandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh wow, that's so strange. Chords, no, not chords.
Chords,
Chaos.
Chaos. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's they're very young. Those guys out there, but they love them.
I remember the concert in Pacific.
Yeah,
At
the
Sergi.
Pacific Rock, yeah.
Yeah.
With
Mike,
really,
yeah.
I remember that one.
with Mike Freeland.
Yeah.
yeah.
My house is at 10 minutes, so it's so easy for me to go to see
Yeah,
the concert. 10 minutes.
But is it still there, the Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to get back onto them and go
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
So like those little shots they used there.
Yeah, we used to get very drunk at the Pacific, right?
Yeah.
All those multicoloured shots.
Yeah.
So how do you say it to the fans in France? Je t'aime.
Yeah. Je t'aime.
Je ne sais quoi.
We're still trying to get our heads around Spanish. We've just come from Spain. So
Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you.
So guys, thank you so much
No
for your
worries,
time.
thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy
will,
the
yeah,
concert.
yeah. Thank you
Are you a
very
little
much.
bit nervous? A little bit?
yeah.
little
No,
bit.
exactly. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a biggie, this one for us, and
Yeah.
we're in the rock class of 10, and it's I don't know how many people it holds.
A lot.
5.
I see a lot of concerts yesterday and today, so we have a lot of people on it. So I
And
think
we have a nice time slot, 9 p.m.
and I think a lot of people waiting you. So that will be
You're
a
trying to make
first
us
row.
nervous.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
going to be down the front, so you.
Yeah, and I take some picture and so on and so on. And I'm waiting the 4 songs right now.
4.
Thank you so much, guys.
No worries, mate. You're welcome.
Great pleasure.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers.